Nikhil, what do you think? We've spoken of culture ties. A big aspect of this conversation is also about sporting ties. It comes up every single time, whether India and Pakistan should play cricket. What do you think?
I mean, I'll take the cultural and sporting ties together.
Sure.
My point is that we've not played cricket with them for more than a decade. Pulwama happened, Pahalgam happened, things continue to happen. My point is we're barking up the wrong tree. Not having cultural ties or sporting tie in no way acts as a deterrent for ultra Islamic terrorists, as Gaurav puts them, any sort of deterrent for them to stop doing. I think we need to deal with the matter at hand. Where is it that we are lacking as a country? Because we're barking up the wrong tree. Just the fact that we're discussing today about, should cultural ties be stopped or sporting ties be stopped, I think that is a smokescreen. We need to isolate Pakistan as a country if we need the desired effect. That will not happen by not having cultural ties as well as not having sporting ties. If that was the desired effect, how is it that you have a vice chair of the United Nations Security Council of Pakistani? You need to find a way to ensure that does not happen. How is it that you've got the World Bank to have them give loan? That is something that we need to work on, and not at things as stopping, cultural ties or sporting ties. Does that help? We've already stopped playing cricket with them, as I said, for such a long time. There have been instances where countries have been isolated. For example, Russia was. How did that happen? Because the Western Bloc got together and you isolated that. At the moment, if you don't have cultural ties or sporting ties, you as a country would be isolated. There's nobody else standing with you. And my point is, your bigger adversary, if this is the stance that we're going to have, that no sporting ties, no cultural ties, your bigger adversary at the moment is China. That's taken hundreds of kilometers of your territory, is funding that Islamic terror in Pakistan. Why do we still use Chinese cars in our country? Why is it that we're using Chinese phones? If this is the road that we're going to go down, and you think that this is what is going to help us ensure that there is no terrorism, then we must stop everything to do with
Turkey. Nikhil should be our next primetime anchor rather than just doing sport. He has spoken the best out of all of us. Well done, Nikhil.
What do you agree with, Rajdeep, from what you said?
He's absolutely right.
To boycott?
He's bang on. Where is
the outrage against China?
A, where is the outrage against China? B, the fact is that over the last 12 years, as he says, we have not played in any test series. Correct me, 12, 13 years since 26-11, maybe longer that we haven't played with them. The fact is, it's not worked as a deterrent. I am saying at some stage, you will have to work to put the maximum pressure on the Pakistani army state. For example, the Indus water treaty that you put in abeyance. Please use every diplomatic tool, political tool available. At the end of the day, though, please do not completely disregard the fact that these are two countries that are bound together by some kind of a deeper link
like
that is indescribable. I have not gone to any other country where I have seen this crazy schizophrenia, where they will love you at one level and also have this immense hatred that is built by the system around you. The only way you can change that, a lot of young people, the kind of history books that are being taught in India and in Pakistan are designed to hate each other. The fact is, you are going to have to find a way to break that wall of hatred. That's all I'm saying. I don't know how it's going to be done.
Calling out Pakistan and their brutality.
Please call them out. Please call them out. Please call them out. Who is saying don't call them out?
How is it hate? If I'm
please call out
the
please call out the hatred of please call out the Pakistani army state again and again. But the people of Pakistan, you are going to have to find some way to reach out to them, because there is no other country where I'll see a poster at a World Cup final, Madhuri de do Kashmir le lo.
I mean, have one thing to say here. I've been listening to all of you.
Sorry.
Firstly, I have 3 points to make. One, you cannot cut cultural ties because we are the same people culturally. Okay, so I agree with Nikhil here. If you do not continue with this, then how do we connect and how do we improve the situation? Secondly, coming back to the topic at hand, Diljit Dosanjh. My question is, why do you let them work if you don't want them to, don't encourage film industry to get these Pakistani artists to work and create some sort of a system.
Anjali, for more than a decade, no
exactly.
Pakistani. That's not helped. That's the point.
No, my point is, you are shooting this film in UK so that you can work with a Pakistani artist. Okay, and here, think of the business loss. Here, I agree with you. Think of the business loss of the producer. We have to look at the business side also. Come on, why A product is created, now you're closing the market just because suddenly you've realized, okay, this film was shot in February, now we can come out with it, but there is a problem now. Either the producers should have thought about this in long term, that we do not have a working relationship with them, and there was an earlier ban, supposed ban, or you bring in a proper ban. But to suddenly come up and say, now we should not have any cultural ties and we should completely boycott Pakistan, that does not work.
Okay.
Either you make a policy about it, let the government come out with a policy that from now on you cannot do any sort of business
Okay,
with
there's
them.
no
Then shut
policy
down the
right now.
businesses.
There's no policy right
Exactly,
now, which
there
is
is
what
not.
Anjali is saying.